Hey, Stone Cousin, you already know what time it is. Na, 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 na. Animated horror stories. Animated horror stories. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Sim, sim, sim. Where we at today? We at Mr. Creepy House. You already know how I'll be over here at Mr. Creepy House. It be creepy. Oh my god. Today it is True Experiment Horror Stories. Creepy Hospital Horror Stories animated. Yeah. Let's get on now. Let's get on into it, see what's going on. Is at the hospital. People already don't like the hospital. They don't like the hospital, they don't like dentists because it gives people control over your body. So let's see what's going on. Y'all go ahead and grab a blunt, grab a bottle of water, grab a bag of chips, and grab a blanket just to be snug. You know? You know.
In this video, you can see the man having strange behaviors and scary expressions. The story below was inspired by that event.
4 students went missing after exploring an abandoned hospital?
Oliver couldn't believe his
y'all go?
eyes while reading the article Jacob just sent him. On this occasion, Jacob wanted to ask him to explore that haunted hospital. His YouTube channel had recently run out of content, so Oliver soon agreed to join Jacob. At midnight, the abandoned hospital was engulfed in the cold air, making Oliver shiver with fear. According to the plan, Oliver and Jacob would go inside, and 2 other friends, Jennifer and Sarah, would be in the van parked right outside, responsible for observing and warning if the building security appeared. When they stepped through the door, there was a bad stench filling the air. The inside looked so worn out with creepy peeling floors and walls and closed doors along the hall. The 2 boys took turns filming and explaining the history of the hospital. Then they got to the 2nd floor and entered the executive room. "Hey, look at this," Jacob said and pointed to the vials of brown liquid. In another corner, Oliver noticed the TVs by the wall. "Gosh, these are so old," Oliver said, wondering if they could still work. "Oops," Jacob chuckled, looking at the brown liquid dripping from the broken glass on the floor.
Damn you, Jacob!
Oliver whispered, but Jacob kept laughing at his friend's cowardice.
That's a demon.
"What is this?" Jacob approached. Oliver shrugged, then turned the TV on, and what emerged on the TV really took them aback. In the video, a man in a patient's uniform was sitting on an iron bed. He looked like a lifeless dummy. "What the hell is this?" Jacob spoke up. Oliver switched channels, but it didn't change at all. "Oh my gosh!" Jacob couldn't hide the horror on his face. The man on the TV was clinging to the bed rail while frantically screaming.
Is he possessed by a demon?
Oliver got scared of the
that's what I
clip. Jacob tried to turn it off when he realized that things were getting worse and more bizarre. Damn it! Their hearts pumped so hard they could jump out from their chest at any time. They knew this video was camera footage based on the blurred white numbers and texts displayed on the screen. So, We just found a piece of lost footage, Jacob rejoiced.
Boy.
He even offered to get the tape out of there, but didn't know how to do it since the pieces of equipment were old technology. He's gone! Oliver was startled, panicked as Jacob struggled to get the tape out. Suddenly, the phone rang.
Guys, the security guard is coming.
It was Sarah's warning from the other line
Let's
on the
get out of
phone.
there.
And so the two boys had to leave the room. While creeping along the dark hallway for a way out, they could hear the footsteps of the security guard from a distance. "Hurry up and stop filming," Oliver said to Jacob.
I gotta
But
stop
Jacob
filming.
ignored his friend's warning. He thought that his cat and mouse game might make his video even more dramatic. "We're gonna get 1 million views," Jacob said excitedly. The way back seemed colder and gloomier than ever. Hold on a sec. Oliver suddenly stopped. He heard something. It was footsteps.
Oh,
"Is it right
it's
upstairs?"
yours. It's Eddie.
Jacob whispered. According to Sarah's texts, the security guard probably just stepped onto the first floor while the two of them were on the third floor. Couldn't be the guard. Is there someone else here? Jacob was scared.
Oh,
The footsteps suddenly became faster and faster, and then disappeared, which made the two boys tremble in fear. Their hearts seemed to explode in their chests.
y'all just
They were holding their breath as if waiting for something terrible to happen. Where did the footsteps go? The flashlight was not enough to illuminate the deep hallway, and the power switch of the hallway was also broken. What? He quickly flashed the light at the end of the hallway.
y'all see all
Standing
that
there was a
singing stuff and
thin,
y'all throwing up in there.
filthy-looking creature, barefoot and wearing a hospital gown. That's the man in the video footage. Is he...
Get out your
Jacob trembled in fear. The man suddenly screamed and rushed towards the two boys. They ran for their life so fast they didn't care about anything else, just ran and ran. The man was chasing right behind, which made both of them panic even more. And when running down the stairs, Oliver accidentally tripped.
Goner.
He lay on the ground, rolling in pain from his broken arm.
Goner.
Jacob was panic-stricken. He dragged his friend away before being caught by the haunted creature. But then, Jacob rushed straight into a glass door. "Jacob! Jacob!" Oliver frantically called him, but everything in front of his eyes kept getting darker and darker.
Who got out?
The moment the creepy creature was about to pounce on the two boys, the security guard spotted them. And after that, the secret of the haunted hospital was also revealed. 50 years ago, the basement of the hospital was used to confine illegal patients, and this man was one of them. However, whoever had secretly locked him up and kept him alive until now was still an unsolved mystery. It was our horrifying experience. And how about you? Do you dare to step in an abandoned hospital like that?
Shit like that. Me and my cousins know. Massage?
As a masseuse, I have to deal with a lot of wacky and difficult customers. But none of them were a problem to me since I always had a way to tackle them.
Okay.
Well, people call me the zero complaint staff in this massage parlor, and so far, so good. I kept my streak so well. The manager recognized my excellent skills and offered me a promotion in the next month. So until then, I had to show more of what I had and, most importantly, keep my zero complaint streak. Welcome to Mr. Creepy Massage. I smiled and greeted a lady who just walked in. She was a new customer. She was thin and her face had a lot of wrinkles.
I would like to have the most expensive service you've got.
She grinned so wide all her yellow teeth were revealed. There was still meat and vegetables on them. She would be my next client. I told her to sit down and showed her the service packages. When I explained the first package, she threw me a disgusted smirk.
Is this all you've got? That's it? Just show me the best and the most expensive
Like this.
package, and we'll discuss.
Her mouth gave off a horrible stench, but I couldn't turn away. I told her to change clothes before the massage session. I didn't expect her body to be so thin. It was almost skin and bones. So when I touched her in the back, I could literally feel her bones protruding.
Ugh, come on. Live a little.
Oh no, she kept complaining. On her skin, there were a lot of white flakes of dead skin, which
No.
looked so filthy and they disgusted me. I couldn't help but shiver as I touched her skin. In the meanwhile, she suddenly grabbed my hand and said,
Can't you do it a little stronger? I want more than that.
"Sorry, ma'am, I'll try." I tried to be patient with her dirty body. Finally, the 1-hour massage session ended, and she left the room happily. So lucky for me that she did not complain about me, and I kept my professional manner until the last minute. Here came day 2 of her massage package. She appeared so grumpy. I prepared for myself a lot of strength and endurance while waiting to serve her. As soon as she finished changing and lay on the bed, I immediately sensed the stench emanating from her body because I was afraid that the dead skin might fall off her body. It made me feel nauseous. During the massage, I did not dare to rub her skin vigorously because I was afraid that the dead skin might fall off her body. It made me feel nauseous.
Harder!
She started again. I tried, but her filthy body looked too disgusting. I hesitated for a moment. Then she stood up and said,
Too bad. I will complain about you to the manager.
No, please, madam. We will find a way." If she told the manager, the promotion I was offered would be lost. So I went
Off
to
of
the
one
last
complaint?
resort to stop her complaining about me. "To make it up, we offer you a hot herbal bath." I tried to sound apologetic.
What you putting in
Then
this
I
herbal
led
bath?
her to the hot tub and put water into it. She entered the tub with a satisfied attitude, but then turned to me.
Fine, but I still have to complain. Don't you try to bribe me.
I said nothing and just smiled. A few minutes later, she started to fall asleep in the tub. I slowly pressed her head down into the tub and covered it up, then poured my secret potion in. This should be enough. About 2 minutes later, she suddenly woke up and exclaimed,
Oh, it's too hot! Lower the temperature!
I tried to push the cover of the tub down to make sure she couldn't get out. "Ma'am, the heat would be good for your skin. Don't worry,"
Is you
I
killing
said,
me?
and tried to hold it so she couldn't jump out of the tub, even though she struggled to scream and cry. "Got to die, old granny."
Killing people.
Watching her in pain, I was assured that no one could stop me from getting my promotion. Gradually, her body started to decompose in the
Okay,
tub.
for a potion
I
that you
quickly
already had.
cleaned up and dumped everything. I stepped out of the room and reported to the manager that she had left for further medical care and would not continue the treatment. With my little trick, anyone who stands in my way or intends to complain about my attitude must keep their mouths shut. Yeah, or I would have
manager
my
don't
way
hear
to
no
stop
yelling?
them from ever speaking again.
He hear that shit. You
After
just don't
that
care.
month, I was finally promoted to the manager of this spa. If you have the time, just come here. I won't let you down, ever. Every year, we would gather at someone's house for a Halloween party. Except for this year. Jenny wanted it to be more exciting, so she decided to throw the party at an abandoned house on the hill. We knew nothing about the place other than its location written on Jenny's invitation card. Maybe she wanted it to be mysterious. Around 9 o'clock, we gathered up on the hill. When standing in the yard, I could already feel the Halloween atmosphere abound. Me, Daisy, and Matthew approached the house excitedly. The heavy door cracked open. I could sense the gloomy vibe. We entered together. The candlelight was not enough for us to see things clearly.
Jenny, we're here.
Matthew called for the party host, but no answer.
We should just go inside,
Matthew said. Well, it was surprising to see Matthew so lively today. He was often the quietest guy in the group. The house had really been abandoned for a long time, so it was dusty and old and terribly cold. Following Matthew's footsteps, we reached a door. Daisy, passing the door, suddenly stopped. A red liquid dripped down on Daisy's face, so she raised her head to see what it was. Daisy yelled in horror. Both me and Matthew were startled. That must be one of Jenny's pranks.
No.
She knew how much Daisy was scared of spiders. We had to wait for Daisy to calm down before moving on. Soon enough, an old wardrobe appeared in front of our faces. There was a card that read, "Open." I was about to open it when Matthew stopped me.
What if there's something in there? Come on, it's fine,
I said. I screamed while a lot of feathers rose up.
Damn you, Jenny!
I didn't expect her to play such a nasty trick. At this time, I was a little annoyed by the atmosphere here. Jenny, where was that little brat? The journey continued, but we couldn't see Jenny anywhere.
Hey, do you think it's strange?
Daisy pulled me back and whispered.
What's strange?
I asked.
Matthew hasn't been pranked yet.
So?
Don't you think he's more lively than usual?
Well, what she said was right. We began to suspect that Matthew was also involved in this. Matthew's screams caught our attention. He slipped and fell. Holy crap! What he had slipped on was a pool of blood. From that pool of blood came a long trail and many handprints that scratched all the way to the end of the corridor.
Did Jenny really create all of these things? Should we continue?
Asked Matthew.
Yeah.
Daisy said. Looks like she was still mad at Jenny about the spider. There was only one room left at the end of the hallway. We ignored the skulls and monstrous laughter on either side of the wall and moved forward together.
1, 2, 3.
We counted together and opened the door. All darkness. I cautiously turned on the power. Inside was a table decorated in Halloween style and a banner that read, "Happy Halloween."
Can't believe Jenny threw this party. But where is she?
I looked closely at the plate of finger cakes that looked so real as I said that.
Hey, look!
Matthew picked up a card that read, "You deserve this." A gift from Jenny. Maybe she wanted to make up to us after her silly pranks. So we sat down at the table.
Guys, These things look so real.
Daisy touched the brain jelly. Indeed, whoever made these things would be so cool. Hey, happy Halloween. Matthew had already poured the drink into 3 glasses. All 3 of us raised to toast. But as soon as I took the first sip, a fishy smell made me spit all the wine out. Hey, this smells bad. Whatever Jenny put into it, it was horrible. So I tried the jelly. But it was also, how to say, yuck. It felt like something raw. Daisy felt the same way.
Is this for real?
Matthew checked. Yeah, it's real, guys.
How do you know
What?
a real friend thinks like that?
All 3 of us immediately threw up. We started to understand what was going on. The things on the table weren't cake or fruit. They were all real fingers and brains and flesh. We were so scared, we ran away from the deserted house without daring to look back. We immediately informed the police.
It was Jenny?
How do you know it's a real brain? I don't know, it's... I suddenly hesitated. Matthew said that, not I. But how did he know?
Ed? Okay. These were more like, more like abandoned building than hospital. You know what I mean? Oh, that's a Mort one. Let's do that one. Let me see that. But yeah, I enjoyed them. I'll say the last one and possibly the first one was the best. The second one was good too, but what a twist. He over here just killing folks. Let me know which one was your favorite in the comments. As always, suggest a page that have creepy horror stories, and we might check them out. Again, make sure you go and subscribe and comment on Mr. Creepy's videos and channel. And until next time, you guys, I love you. Bye.